Shadows of the morning are crawling on my floor. When I just wanna lie here, nothing less, nothing more. There's raindrops on my window, and I'm going nowhere fast. Behind these closed eyes, I visualize what will come and what is past. But Mama, turn the light on. Mama, stir me from my sleep. I've been sleeping too long. I've been dreaming too long. I just wanna lie here.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a new vlog. It's just me this morning because Tony's actually at work, but I wanted to bring you guys into the garden on just like a typical day during the week. When he goes to work, I usually come into the garden and get some stuff done in the morning, and then when he gets home, we do a little bit more of whatever needs to get done. And so today we're actually going to be making pesto a little bit later and using some tomatoes from our garden. It's kind of like a little appetizer thing, but this morning it's so calm and nice in here, but I wanted to kind of take you guys around, I don't know, just show you a few things, but I also just have some things to pick and like get some little stuff done. And it just rained, so I don't need to water anything, I don't think. We were very grateful for the rain because it was so hot for so long, so it's always nice when you don't have to water like twice a day during the very, very hottest part of summer. But yeah, it's beautiful around here. The sun is coming in. Zinnias are happy, the corn's happy. We're getting some. These ones down here are even bigger. And it's really just a beautiful, calm, beautiful morning in the garden. These watermelons actually gave us a scare this week. We came down and they were all wilted and their leaves were curled and twisted. And then I found little bugs on them. I think they're little aphids. So neem was definitely used on these guys, and I'm gonna lime them today. But we still have 1, 2, and then this bigger one over here. 3 little watermelons. I brought this guy in the garden with me this morning. He was following me everywhere. Why are you eating grass, Remy? So I brought him in with me. Hey, do you like it in here? All 4 of these sunflowers were volunteer sunflowers that are about to bloom. And back here, our sweet potatoes vine is just like throughout this whole thing. So we can't really weed or anything in there, but we're hoping to get some sweet potatoes in there. Our basil just keeps bolting like crazy, which is why we're gonna be making some pesto later today. I have to come down later so it's fresh and just kind of cut that up and harvest some basil. But you guys will get to see how we make our pesto a little bit later in the video. It's really easy, and we're going to put it on some bread with some mozzarella and some garden tomatoes like I mentioned, and we're really excited for that. So it smells so good, just even when you like play with the leaves with basil, with any herb, but it smells so good. Our atomic grape tomatoes are starting to turn. Got a little bit of orange in them. And we have our black beauties over here looking pretty good. We don't know if it's the heat wave or what, but we have a ton of blossoms that kind of like dried up and died. So if you guys know what would cause that, I mean, it's on pretty much every plant. Yeah, I don't know. We thought maybe it was how hot it got so fast, but we definitely lost a ton of tomato blossoms, just shriveled up and died. I don't know what's going on there. The one rule when you grow green tomatoes is to mark your tomatoes, because you know, obviously you can't tell like what's what when they're green. And what's the one thing that we forgot to do? We forgot to mark our green tomatoes. So we'll just have to see which ones stay green, I guess, and which ones turn. But yeah, definitely, if you're growing anything like that, mark them. Whoops. My mom's been getting a bunch of these little grapes and the early girls. You can see some back here. We've definitely been munching on a few. I will say the one thing that we've noticed from growing heirlooms for the first time, instead of hybrids like these, you get a lot less tomatoes, at least in our experience. I just, you know, the hybrids are meant to produce, which has its pros and cons. And so I think maybe in the future when we're growing heirlooms, we might grow more, because then you'll get more, because the difference is crazy. Like, you can just see how these are just stacked with tons and tons, and that's how it's always been for us too when we grew more hybrids. But this year with our heirlooms, you can definitely notice a big difference.
Homestead, waiting by the river, waiting by the river. It's clear to see I'm free, yeah. Waiting by the river, waiting by the river. I'm chasing these dreams, awake or asleep. Awake or asleep. And so I say goodbye to the shadows as morning breaks to noon.
You ready to go back up? Got some beans, the eggs from this morning. We should get one more. We'll see if we have any peppers. Yeah. Boop.
So when I say, Mama, turn the light on, understand just what I mean. When I'm asleep, I will dream, and when I wake, you will see that even as I lie here, thinking where I'll be in 5 years, I know today is all I ever got. I know today will be my best shot. Sitting on the edge of my bed, waiting by the river, waiting by the river. I found a little piece of homestead, waiting by the river, waiting by the river. It's clear to see I'm free, yeah. Waiting by the river, waiting by the river. I'm chasing these dreams, awake or asleep. Realize that the world outside is just a metaphor for these eyes. And even if they out to criticize, I'll deny fear, I'll be right here. I realize that I'm waking up, now my mind is flooded and I'm overrun. But even after all is said and done, I'll deny fear.
Definitely not a bad morning harvest. So we have a little bit of everything in here. We have the peppers you saw me picking. I wanted to explain, these are the giant Marconis, and I'm thinking that it's done. I don't honestly know. We've never grown these before, but I mean, that's a really good size. So we're gonna try it out. We're gonna make pepper and egg sandwiches this week because look at all the eggs we have. So this will be good for that. And then also these ones will be really good too. These are those purple beauty peppers, and I think they're done. We're gonna test those out too, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's done. I mean, it's a good size. I got some zinnias to make a little vase of zinnias. So we have so many. Our eggs, of course. And then somewhere in here, I also got, it's the smallest one. Yeah, this one. An Anaheim, because yesterday for breakfast, Tony made eggs with, like, scrambled eggs with an Anaheim. And it was so good. The flavor of this is amazing, and so that's what I'm gonna make for breakfast today. Our beans, honestly, I feel like they have not been producing quite as much as maybe last year or earlier this year. They just slowed down a little bit. I don't know if it's the heat, I don't know if it's the variety, because we, you know, this is the first time we're growing these varieties, but we have plenty anyway. We have like 3-gallon bags of them in the freezer, so if it slows down a little bit, it's quite all right. And then these tomatoes are ones that my mom brought over the other night from her. Let's see, these are just, I think, plums. These are early girls, but we're going to use these tonight for the pesto.
Hey, I'm home from work. Michi told me that she vlogged earlier today about harvesting and stuff. I really don't know, so I'm gonna see it when I edit and we'll figure out how this whole thing comes together. But I've been given one job and one job only, and that is to get some basil for pesto. So to do that, I have my scissors and my strainer. Colander? Strainer? Colander. Is this how you harvest basil? I don't even know. I usually just grab a little bit. But what do you do when you need a lot of it? Do you just... What do you guys do? Do you cut it off right below this, right above these little nodes that shoot out more? Or do you just pick it and let it go because it grows so fast and easy? Hi, Remy. Hi. Little outdoor kitty. Hi, buddy. Is that enough basil? She said 4 cups. I don't know how to measure basil in cups without cutting it up.
It's pesto time! Yay! So, the pesto recipe that we're doing has garlic, basil,
Pine nuts.
olive oil, and it does not have lemon, but you can put lemon in it. I think the one that we made last year had lemon in it. We just don't have any lemons, so we're not going to use that. But it's really, really simple. Oh, I forgot Parmesan cheese too.
Yes.
Yes, that
Important.
You need that. So it's super easy. All you do is basically put everything in the food processor, mix it on up, and that's really it. So this is all the basil Tony got, and we're gonna clean this. And I think if we can get about like 4 cups, that's a decent bit of pesto. But really, honestly, we're just gonna eyeball it. We're just gonna put it in here, I think, and kind of see how.
Yeah, whatever basil we'll have, we'll just add the other stuff until it looks right.
Yeah. And then we got this. And can you get the mozzarella out? I'll show them that. So we have this. We were gonna bake it just to crisp it up a little bit, but we want to get back outside. So for the sake of the video, I don't think we're gonna like do that, and then we might just do it later so that we can go out and get hiking later. There we go. Mozzarella. You don't need that, obviously. We just want to make like a caprese kind of situation. You can use pesto for, gosh, pasta, anything. So many stuff on crackers, whatever. You ready? Let's do this. Ah! Alright, first step is to, you can't see my head because the RV's too cramped. So,
Is to eat all the pine nuts.
first step is to wash all of the yummy basil. These are the pine nuts that we got. We got just like Walmart brand everything, which is fine. Pine nuts, Parmesan cheese,
Oh, they're good.
the basil, and we need garlic, and what else? Olive oil. That's it. So that's like 1 cup. Two cups. I think we have 4.
I think.
Yeah.
How do you measure a cup of
I don't know.
basil?
Like this, I guess. 3. Pesto is not really, like, you don't need to be exact for pesto. You know what I mean? It's
I
not,
don't think you do.
we have more than,
Throw it all in.
throw it all in. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have a little over 4, I'd say. And then we need a cup of olive oil for the 4, so probably a cup and a little more.
Start with a cup. We can always add more later, right?
True, because you don't want it too watery, but you also don't want it too thick. It's good enough. About a cup of olive oil is what we're going to start with. We need at least 2/3 of pine nuts. You can roast these if you want to have that like roasted flavor. We're not going to roast them today, but alrighty.
Is that like the entire bag?
That's like probably. That's like a little less than 1/3, so I don't want to make a mess. Yeah, it's going to be like the whole bag. Alrighty, garlic. Garlic from the garden would be amazing. We have just like the stuff that you can buy. And what is it, 2 cloves?
4 cloves.
4 cloves? I'm just gonna...
This is how we cook.
Yeah, I don't measure garlic.
That's good. We can add more. If
Yeah,
we...
you can always taste it and add more. That's what I love about pesto. 1 cup. What's this, 6 ounces? So
Excuse me.
1.5. So almost a whole bag.
Oh, it's a good stuff.
Mmm. That'll be on pasta later. Salt and pepper. Some pepper. Some some salt. We like kosher salt. And then we gotta plug this in. Since we live in an RV, we have to turn the AC off first. We got all of our goodies in here into our food processor. It smells so good too.
Just like straight basil and garlic.
Yeah, basil and garlic basically. And then we're just gonna pulse it. Alright, so that's what it's looking like.
Looks like pesto to me.
Looks great.
French baguette. Needs something. What is it though?
Lemon, but we don't have any. I think the one I made last year with lemon was a little better. Alright, so I feel like it is missing the lemon. I have like the tiniest little bit of lemon essential oil left. I'm going to try and see if I can get some of this out of there. Just the tiniest bit though.
More pine nuts.
No. It's very good.
Very good.
Yeah.
And very, very easy and a great way to get rid of basil.
Tons of basil. Yeah.
4 cups.
So now let's make our like caprese little pieces.
Okay.
We're not gonna, like I said, we're not gonna bake the bread just because we want to get outside because it's beautiful outside today.
Yeah.
But really what you would do is bake the bread, get it crispy. Then we're gonna layer some pesto and some mozzarella and then a tomato. It's gonna be really good.
Can't wait. All right, first step's done. We got all the pesto on. Time for
Mozzarella.
the mozzarella.
There you go. And then
Maters.
tomato.
Look at that little appetizer.
Yummy. Ready? Cheers. Oh my gosh.
That's a good combo.
Oh my gosh. It's so good. Alright, we're gonna eat this. We're gonna go up the mountain and take a hike because it's gorgeous outside. It's not too hot today. It's amazing. And yeah, that'll wrap up today. We hope you enjoyed this little vlog. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And we'll catch you guys in our next one.
On the edge of my bed, waiting by the river, I found a little piece of homestead.